Cool. All right, so we are here live with, give me a second, Merc off the perk. I got to get my questions going. And let me pop you. All right, so Merc off the perk, how are you doing? How have you been? You've been streaming a while.
Give me 1 second. Yeah. I'm doing good. Got off of work, went and did some stuff, and now I'm here chilling on the internet.
Now, from what I hear, from what my sources tell me, you are a preschool teacher, right?
Yeah.
Now, are you a teacher or like a teacher's aide? So
I have a CDA. I'm currently obtaining my RBT through a program online. So yeah.
Oh, what the hell is a RBT?
Registered behavioral therapist or technician, I should say. Okay, actually.
So how many students in your class?
I have 11.
Jesus, 12. Okay. All right, my daughter, she's 3. She's in pre-K right now. She loves it. They play with sand and cut and do building blocks.
Sensory, fine motor, all that good stuff. Yeah.
Okay. And how long have you been streaming? Since what, August 7th, if I'm not mistaken?
That's when I actually started, like, consistently. It's August 7th, yes.
Okay. And how has your journey been thus far? Has it been fruitful? Ups and downs?
I mean, for me, I personally feel like it's been very successful. I wake up in the morning excited to get home from work to stream. I get excited to, do the things that I enjoy doing. I think it's been fruitful. Personally, I think it's been fruitful. Whether or not everyone's been the most welcoming or kind, that's a different story. But hey, I may be a little crazy myself, so it is what it is.
I think we all could be a little crazy. And some people ask me why I can't stream this on Twitch. Do you mind telling us why you got banned? Give us the long version. I know you get 3 strikes?
Yeah, and I went through all 3 of them because I don't follow TOS. And it's not like willful disobedience. It's just I don't bother to even give a shit about what I'm allowed to do, what I'm not allowed to do. I just do it, and if I get banned, I get banned. But so far, I haven't been banned on Kick, and I've been doing well.
I mean, Kick. Do they have TOS on Kick, or you could just...
Yeah, they do. Most definitely, they do.
Okay. All right. How's moderate? Have you gotten any warnings since you've been streaming on Kick? Okay. All right. Now I've been watching your streams and I see you're looking for 1K subs to quit your job. And you're currently at 738?
Yeah. 733.
733. Now, If you hit 1K, are you going to quit your job?
If I said it, I have to do it. So yes.
Okay. So what happens if you hit 1K and then 2 months go past? And then your subs drop to like 100 or 200.
I'll figure that out when it happens.
Holy shit. I mean, hey, your life, your choice. A lot of people...
You know what? Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for acknowledging my life, my choice. I appreciate that comment. Thank you.
I'm a firm believer of, women's life, their choice. They'll deal with the consequences.
Well, not even just that I'm a woman, just a content creator in general. I would hope that you don't really if it's their decision to do something, it's just, their decision, but you can still discuss it and talk about it.
That would be a huge jump. Me, I have a mortgage, I have child support, I have a daughter to care for. I don't know if I could just quit my job cold turkey just because I hit 1,000 subs, which is what, 5,000. It's close to $5,000, right? Now, are these 733 concurrent subs, or have they just been a flash in a bucket?
It's been this month.
Okay.
I had before this month, last August, I think I had, and I don't really like talking much about this because it's too monetary. It's like pocket watching, we're pro pocket watchers or whatever. But I don't know. It's weird to me because granted, yes, streaming is what I love doing and I don't do it for the money, but in order to be able to do what I love full time, I do need support financially. So it's this weird situation for me. You get what I'm saying?
I do get what you're saying. I mean, I need way more than 1,000 to quit, but everyone is different now. Are you living on your own? Are you living with parents? How's that working out?
I live on my own, but I have roommates.
Oh, okay. All right. So she got roommates. You got a little bit of privacy. That's good to have.
I don't.
What do you mean? You don't got privacy?
No, living here, because I'm very explicit about how I feel about my roommates. I hate living here. I hate my roommates. One of them shits in the toilet and doesn't flush. The other one fucking watches me in the shower, I'm sure. The other one fucking is
wait.
We had the whole police department outside of my house with pew-pews because he was threatening people with other pew-pews. So he's actually like, it's funny because people call me mentally unstable. My roommate is actually fucking crazy. I would love for them to see what I have to deal with.
So you have male roommates?
Yeah, all of them. All 4 of them are men.
So it's 1 woman, 4 guys.
Yeah, which is why I need to get the fuck out of here.
It sounds like...
Which is why I want to stream full time so I can afford another place.
Oh, okay. You never just thought about moving in with another female streamer, creating like some content house?
I don't like the lack of personal space. Like when it's fine having roommates, right? Like I would love to have a girl roommate who doesn't stream. But once you like live with a streamer, it sort of muddles the boundaries. Like, oh, are they allowed to come in my room and wake me up for like stream? Are they allowed to I don't want to live with another content creator because I want to have that clear boundary that I set that once I turn off my stream, you know what I'm saying?
I'm with you. I'm with you. But speaking of streaming, you are known for having
this,
I guess, crush, if you will.
I don't have a crush.
Will you call it infatuation?
I say, okay, I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to own this shit. It started off as a joke. It is no longer a joke. I actually have a crush on that man, but I'm not actually crazy. I just play it up for the fucking cameras, right? But like genuinely, like I think I have a crush on this dude and I don't know him and it's scary because why do I find him so attractive? Why do I don't know. It makes no sense. I don't know him. It's a parasocial relationship. It's not even a parasocial because we don't talk.
Okay.
So why?
And who is this guy for the people who don't know?
You know who it is.
My audience may not know. I have a variety of audience. People range from different ages. Some come for other things. And I have a Twitch audience who requested this interview. What's his name, if you don't mind, just for the audience?
xQc.
She said, for those who don't know, she said xQc, aka the Rizzler, aka Adept's ex-RP husband. And are you cool with crushing on allegedly a married man?
He was never married. From what I know, she's just trying to finagle a very loose law to get what she wants, which is to financially ruin him and take everything because she can't do it on her own.
God damn. Holy shit.
You want me to lie? Everybody sees it, but everyone's just too scared to say it because she'll probably sue you. Well, guess what? Try and sue me, bitch, or you ain't getting much. I'm not gonna lie. You can have my EBT card, but that's all you're getting.
Wait. You on EBT?
I used to be, not anymore. I just use it as a joke. I call myself an EBT streamer because I'm struggling out here. But yeah, I grew up on EBT.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, let's just segue. Growing up, I heard a rumor. I did a little bit of research on you. Is your father a truck driver?
Yeah.
Did he meet your mother at a truck stop?
No, but that's hilarious. No.
So you get where I'm going with this.
My mom was young. From what I remember, she worked at like a Mrs. Fields Cookies, and like she I guess was a manager there or something like that, and she worked at the mall, and so that's how they met.
Okay,
that's what I heard.
Unless
my mom really was a lot lizard and she was out there spreading it for everyone. I don't know, but I don't think that was the case.
You said lot lizard, not me. All right, you said
I said lot lizard. That's what they're implying. Why not just call it by what it is? A lot lizard. Do you want me to say a sex worker? I'm sorry.
All right. For those who don't know, a lot lizard is someone who hangs out at truck stops and works a lot. But to set the record straight, her mother was not indeed a lot lizard. She was a Miss Fields manager. So we do have someone who works, which is always good. It's always good to have. All right. Back to xQc. Have you been following any other court cases? Because he has 2 of them. How do you feel about the family violence one? Are you familiar with it?
I heard it mentioned today, actually. I didn't know that this was a thing.
Oh, he was definitely accused of family violence. Does that sway your opinion of wanting to, you do want to be with him intimately, right? Or is that just an act?
Damn, the hard-hitting question.
If you will.
Are you asking if I would have sex with him?
Sure.
Yes, I would have sex with him. He's visually attractive.
Okay, but what about the family violence accusation against him? Does that change your opinion?
I mean, who knows what's fucking real? I would actually like to know, like, talk to him privately, like, get his side of the story. But if, like, people have allegations every single day, my chat calls me a pedophile half the fucking time. I'm not a pedophile.
Jesus.
I'm not a pedophile. Like, people say things, right? People say things, baseless accusations. And if we heard his side of the story, then, you know, maybe it'd be different. But if he did give his side of the story and it's been proven that he didn't do that, of course I'd want to. It's been proven that he did that. I think that people deserve a second chance. And if he proved that he changed and learned from his mistake, then yeah, sure, forgive him. But if he didn't and he's out here beating women, then no, he's a piece of shit.
I don't think it's true.
Okay, then yeah, I don't either. It sounds like just another thing that she's strumming up because she's mad. She knows she's going to lose and she's wanting him to react poorly, but he's not going to do it.
Oh, wow. You have some interesting takes about this. So how long has this parasocial relationship or crush been going on, if you will? Did it start when you started streaming, or did it just something just happen?
It was always a bit because he was a popular streamer, and like I was aware of him because my ex, like he was a Valorant player, and he like would have Twitch on sometimes, and I would see him, and like it was like I knew who he was, but I never like consistently watched him. So when I first started streaming, it just like it became a joke, like oh xQc, I love xQc, like all this shit, right? And then like it was a joke, and then I met him, and then it was kind of like wow, like I don't know. I started joking more and more, and it just ended up being facts, but not as extreme. I'm not crazy. I'm not a fangirl like that. But I think I definitely have a crush on him.
And what would you say differentiates you from being a fangirl?
Because I never watched his content. I can acknowledge that I don't know him personally. A fangirl will deny that they don't know him personally. They'll think they know him personally. I've always admitted that I don't know him personally. He could be different off the internet, but from what I see, from who he is on stream, I am attracted to it.
Okay, but you said you just never watched his content.
I watch it for stream, but like I never personally like outside of streaming watched his content.
Okay. All right. And you said your ex kind of put you on to him, right?
He didn't put me on. It's just he happened to be on a screen and like I saw him and then like I was aware of him.
I do have a clip of you talking about your ex. I'll play it for you for a second. Maybe you've heard it before.
Is it Please don't tell me.
Can you say
no?
You remember this clip?
Please.
Yes, I remember. You've got the dirt. You're not gonna
What's his name? What's his name?
His name is Winston Marcy. He lives in Saugatuck.
Why the hell were you about to dox your ex? you remember this conversation?
I was a salty bitch. I was salty. I was mad that he broke up with me. I was going through a lot of feelings and I was trying to get back at him because I was in pain. That's exactly what it was. And then I actually, once I started getting help and like working through some of the trauma and the emotions, it lessened out and I was actually able to think clearly, and I've since then like apologized and admitted what I said was wrong. Granted, to me at the time it was cheating what he did, and I felt like this would be a way to kind of stick it to him. But yeah, I was crazy. I was literally crazy, a crazy girlfriend.
Wow.
Thank God I'm not like that anymore, but it was rough there for a while.
Are we sure we're not like that anymore?
Yes, most definitely.
Okay.
Most definitely.
All right. How long did that relationship last?
So we started dating August 6th, and then we broke up around May, so 8 months maybe, almost 9.
Is that the longest relationship you've had?
Oh, I've been in a relationship off and on for like 5 years.
With him or someone else?
No, a different person, yeah.
And where the hell are they?
They are, I don't know where they're at. I don't know, don't talk to them. They still try and hit me up, but I don't talk to them.
Is this a guy or a girl?
It's a guy. I've never actually dated a girl.
But are you open to it?
It's hard for me. Whenever I think of getting married, right? Like say marriage, I immediately think of me with a guy, right? So I think it's my ultimate tell that one, I am attracted to women. I think women are beautiful. I'm sexually attracted to them, but I don't think I could be with a woman simply because I don't want to be a dominant. And when I'm with women, I'm dominant. When I'm with men, I'm submissive. So I would rather much live a submissive lifestyle than a dominant one. I don't want to be the one taking care of everything.
But you've never been with a woman, correct?
I've tried.
Oh, how did it go?
Yeah.
How was that experience?
She basically used me because I'm good at what I do. I'm good at, and I didn't realize it until I got older that's what that was, because immediately when her boyfriend came back, she left me and just didn't talk to me.
You said you're good at what again? It went by very fast, and my audience did not catch what you were good at. Can you elaborate on what you're good at?
Finding the clit.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
A little bit too much. Okay, all right. So she had some girl use her and abuse her and cast her off to the side. All right. We talked about the court cases. What do you think of Fran?
Fran? Oh, the big booby woman?
Jesus. Yeah, Fran.
Okay, so I have a bad habit of telling the truth. She's got big tits, so that is the truth. Her tits are massive.
Okay.
So
did you think she was a good match for XQC?
I think she was just a rebound, not gonna lie. I
Damn!
think that he couldn't deal with being alone, so he ran to Fran, and Fran was attractive. Fran was there sexually, but I don't think that it was meant to be. I think he,
He just wanted the milk. Speaking of Fran and the milk, if you will, there has been a consistent characteristic of all the women that he seems to gravitate towards.
Yes.
How do you think you fare against that? At one identifying quality, if you will.
So objectively, I am a size D. All right. But even if I am too small, I don't want someone to like me for my tits. I want someone to like me for who I am as a person. So ultimately, the excuse is like, no, you got small titties. Well, fine, fuck you. I'll find someone who likes my small titties.
Oh my god! All right, okay. I'm just going through. These are some of the questions that my audience that they wanted me to ask you guys. I mean, I'm not.
But Nixie had small ones too, though. So how is that true?
Good point. So are you aware of all his exes?
Chat told me about it. They like to torment me because they think that it actually bothers me to see him with another woman. So they'll send me like clips of like him kissing people or like flirting with people or bring up Kelly Jean. And yeah.
Okay, how would you rank his past exes? As in best to not.
If we go off of looks, right? Because I don't know them personally. All of my opinions are simply based off what I do know, and that's a visual thing, right?
Right.
So Adept, I don't understand how he's attracted to someone like that. But hey, people say the same thing about me. I'm attracted to ugly people. People say, why are you attracted to XQC? It's the same thing. It's what he likes. I respect that, but I don't get it. Who else? Fran? Like I said, she's very well endowed, but I'm concerned that she didn't bring much to the table. Like it wasn't very like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it was just like a whole situation. And then Nixie, I don't know much about her, so I don't have a comment. She's a white bitch, so yeah.
Goddamn.
Oh, so okay, listen. You know what's so funny? I hate when men call women bitches, but I call bitches. See, I just did it. Women, forgive me.
Women can get away with that. Men, not so much.
Yeah, I agree, because women, get away with a lot.
So what about Kim? They didn't
Kardashian?
No, they didn't tell you about his ex Kim? Looking at chat
Kim?
now. Shout out to Kim. I actually like Kim. I think she's a cool person. Personally, the one who allegedly took the cat. This is
he had a cat?
Wait,
his fat cat? That fat cat?
No, this is a different cat, I believe.
Oh, not the cat on his Twitter, or I think it is.
No, not that cat.
There was a different cat?
I think so. I don't have access to my Twitch chat. So they can't correct me on the lore, if you will. Now, there's a rumor that you got XQC tatted on your finger. Is that you just pulled the fake out? You go to the tattoo shop, you have them write it on there, or did you really do it? Holy shit! Can you put it up closer to the camera? We just want to see it to confirm. Oh wow, it looks pretty legit, and I see them two fingers. They just came together like peanut butter and jelly.
Okey-dokey.
All right. Now, look, guys, the tattoo is legit. Now, what made you get that tattoo?
Oh my god, there's no like. You guys want me to say like I'm in love with him, and it's like, this is where he's gonna put our wedding ring in the future, which is exactly what I think that they're thinking. But in all honesty, it was content. I made a promise in the past about getting a certain sub count reached, and if I reached it, I was going to get a tattoo. I said it, not thinking that it was actually going to happen, and fuck, it happened. And I don't want to be the kind of person that says, oh, I'll do this, but not do it, because that carries bad karma, and like everything I do is manifestation. So if I'm saying it, I've got to do it.
Wow. I mean, that's devotion. Do you think you will ever get it covered up?
I mean, honestly, it doesn't bother me. I forget about it already. And I'm also like the type of person, like, I like stupid shit, like stupid, like tattoos. Like, I think it's funny, like just putting stupid shit on your body, like terrible tattoos, like that you see. I think that's funny. So to me, I think I'm transmuting it into something else. Sure, it's XQC, but it like is like a signifier of how far I've come, because I did reach those 300 subs, and it's important to me because I didn't think I was going to do it. And it's proving that I'm doing all the things that my inner critic is telling me I can't do. So that's how I view it.
All right. Hey, milestone achievement. So, what do you hope to obtain as a streamer other than doing it full time? Like, what would you say your typical content is for the people in my audience who may be unfamiliar?
I just want to ball with my bros. I just want to just hang out, do whatever I feel like. I never come with it. People are always like, oh, you have to plan. You have to do this. You have to do this. I don't want to plan because it never goes according to plan. And if you don't plan something, you are having like blinders on that don't allow you to see on the possibilities outside of that, right? You're boxing yourself in. So if you don't have a plan, anything can happen. And it ends up being fun. So I never have a plan. I never have a set idea of what I'm going to do. And like, unless it's like today where we're having a conversation.
Oh, yeah,
but other than that, I just turn my camera on and I ask chat what they want to do and we just hang out, you know?
I wish I could do that. I wish I could.
You can.
No, man. I have to have everything planned out, pre-production, research. I wish I could.
So you're a control freak.
I wouldn't say I'm a control freak, but I think my audience has come to expect
higher expectations.
A presentation, a show, if you will. Gotcha. But maybe one day I'll just pop it on and see what happens. What is something that you want xQc to know about you that maybe is not on the internet, or maybe you've never told anyone?
That all of this is bullshit, and that like the person he thinks I am, or whatever preconceived notion he has about me, is probably not true. Which, I mean, it doesn't matter what he thinks about me. I don't want him to like me because I want him to like me. I want him to like me for who I am, and that's pretty much all I would say. And let him make his own judgment based on of like who I am as a person, not one experience we had in a VC where I was greened out and didn't want to be there in the first place.
Is that the I think that was what the 2-hour stream with Destiny and everyone else?
Yeah, that is a sore subject, but yes.
Why is it Destiny a sore subject?
Destiny's not the sore subject. The call was a sore subject because it did not feel right. And I didn't want to do it, but I felt like if I didn't take the chance that I wouldn't get another one to talk to him. And so I did. And it turned out to be really fucking cringy. And you can tell, because especially my chat, they can tell because they always know when something's off. And the entire thing was just
because it was cringe. Did you come off like too aggressive or too thirsty?
I didn't listen to it, so like I said, I was sure. Sorry. I was under the influence of marijuana, so I wasn't thinking straight. I was wanting to have a different kind of conversation, but everyone else was having a debate, and it just was a culmination of many things. I think it just was all bad.
What conversation did you want to have with xQc?
I don't know, just like talk, get to know him, like ask him questions. Like I got to ask a few questions, like his like take on streaming and like what he views as success, but like I wanted to have a genuine conversation with him, and I couldn't. And it just was like, if that was how it was going to go, I shouldn't have taken the opportunity because it wasn't the way I wanted. It was not the way I wanted it to happen. But you live and you learn, and next time I'll trust my intuition, and hopefully if it's meant to happen, I'll get another chance to talk to him. So.
Okay. Have you ever slid in his DMs?
I used to send him shitty memes, but then I got really insecure when people thought I was like stalking him, so I deleted them all.
He's never responded. Did he ever even look at them or open them?
No, because on Instagram, I think you have to like send a request, like a message request, and he has it set to where like, yeah. So I don't know.
All right. Do you feel like he steals content? Have you followed that argument that H3H podcast was trying to make and some other streamers?
I'm going to tell you exactly what I said on that. And I truly believe it. It's literally only because it's xQc that it's an issue. Everybody does it. But because he has such a large following, people think he needs to be held responsible. But honestly, the only people's opinions that matter is xQc's and the person whose content he's watching. That's up to them. And like I think xQc said, like, oh, if someone has an issue with me, reach out. Like, don't make it an internet thing. And I definitely think Ethan Klein did that from a place of like, oh, well, he's doing this wrong and this. I think it was a personal thing. I truly do. I think Ethan was being an asshole. I truly do. And I think that Ethan was trying to be like, have this savior complex and like act like he was doing it for a good reason, when in reality he was probably just doing it to rag on xQc.
Okay. Someone said if you really want to get his attention, get Twitter blue and slide in his DMs that way. Are you open to it?
That's the thing. I would need I want him to reach out to me first, because I don't want to seem like I'm crazy. I don't want to seem like I'm intruding, because everything I've done, but rightfully so. If you have a random stranger on the fucking internet saying all these things and acting and like getting your, it is crazy. Like rightfully so. It's crazy. So if I was in his shoes, I wouldn't want someone to message me first. I would want it to be on my own accord. So I would prefer he messages me first.
I would say you got to go for what you want, right?
But
I'm telling you, as a guy, you want a quick way, reach out first. I mean,
he thinks I'm crazy. He thinks I'm cringe. He's called me cringe. He said cringe.
Maybe that comment was cringe. Did he say you were personally cringe? You see, is there a difference?
No, but but the tattoo thing.
I mean, the tattoo thing is a hard sell. But
I think he would understand, like, once I told him, like, it wasn't even like that. Like, I was just doing it for content's sake, right? Like, I don't know.
I mean, content's crazy. But anyway, you're going to TwitchCon. What happens if you see him?
I'm hiding.
Why would you hide from the
love of my life?
Because he's okay. So men make me nervous, and I can't face my actions. I can't handle the consequences. I cannot look at that man in the face and knowing I have a fucking tattoo on my hand and he thinks I'm crazy. So I will probably avoid him.
That seems like counterproductive to your end goal.
Like I said, I don't want to make him feel uncomfortable. I don't want to be like actually crazy, actually parasocial.
Okay. All right. xQc.
And if it's meant to happen, it'll happen.
All right. So xQc has night terrors.
I do too.
Really?
Yeah, I have sleep paralysis, extremely bad. I see gray people at the end of my bed.
This is
you don't
crazy.
know about the.
I'm not too familiar. I'm literally, the people in Henry Court was like, you need to get Merc off the perk on the stream, and I'm like, all right, let me reach out to her and see what's going on. So how the hell would that work with both of y'all having night terrors?
I think mine are getting better. I haven't had a spell in a while, and I think it's because I'm actually working through my trauma. So hopefully I'm working through my trauma. Hopefully he's working through his, and we won't have it together.
What is your trauma?
And if we do, what?
What is your trauma?
Sexual assault, physical abuse, homelessness, hunger, ADHD, OCD, BPD. Everything's traumatic. I just am constantly triggered.
Holy shit!
I'm kidding. I'm not constantly triggered.
Ethan's
But
cringe and H3 sucks.
What are your opinions on the H3H podcast, if you have any?
He fell off. He most definitely. I don't know what is going on with Ethan. I used to watch Vape Nation. Like, I fucked with H3H3 heavy, and it's just like, I don't know if he's not with it anymore or like what. A lot of people want to see a lot of streamers and YouTubers that they watch go back to the basics, right? Go back to who they fell in love with. And I think that it's hard because you can either betray the fans that you've made now in the future for your new age content, or you can appease your old viewers who got you to where you are and be, what they want you to be. And then maybe it's not what you want to be. Maybe it's not, the direction you're taking your shit in. So it's kind of like a hard situation. So do I fault them for changing and being like everyone else? And no, but at the same time, like, you have to be aware that you'll lose fans doing that.
What if Ethan's response to that is, yeah, sure, I lost fans, but I gained much more money?
And that is a that is a problem because money is not.
But it's
definitely. I'd rather be like successful in a way where it's like I'm making people laugh and I'm making content that people enjoy compared to money. But yes, granted, like I told you, streaming full time, it does require money. I acknowledge that, but still, it's not the reason I'm doing it. It's not the reason I am spending all these nights streaming and weekends streaming. Like, it's not why I do it.
Okay. So
money is just a byproduct of what I love to do.
For sure. Now, you said Ethan fell off. Who are some of your favorite content creators?
Brandon Rogers is pretty funny. I like Brandon Rogers. Sam Hyde's pretty funny. I think xQc is pretty funny when he gets like angry and shit. It's hilarious and cute. Oh my god. What else? Who else do I like? I think that's it.
Sam Hyde, Brandon Rogers, xQc.
Yeah, I don't really. I used to love PewDiePie. I would watch a lot of his horror gameplay and stuff like that. But ever since like the whole like N-word problem, it just was never the same.
N-word problem. He had an N-word problem.
Whenever the bridge.
I am so new and so old when it comes to this streaming. I am not even familiar with the bridge. What happened?
The bridge incident, the infamous bridge incident. He was playing PUBG and he said effing N.
With the hard R? Damn. Okay, I don't know about that. I mean, it doesn't change my opinion on him at all. What about the female content creators?
I'm not gonna lie, Jenna Marbles was the last female content creator that I would ever watch.
Jenna Marbles?
Yeah, and she got canceled off the internet, dude.
For what?
We lost a actual funny woman because people wanted to cancel her. The whole Nicki Minaj blackface incident.
Oh, okay. So have you been following any of the news, like the Danny Masterson story of him getting sentenced to 30 years for grape, and like Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis writing
I know.
letters in
Who's
support?
the guy? The British guy.
Russell Brand. How do you feel about that situation?
I don't have a comment. I didn't read on it really. I just saw sexual allegations, and that's not new to the internet. That's not new to me. I've seen it all before. I really don't care.
What about him getting demonetized for allegation? I think one is owed as 20 years ago.
So what was that? What's the context here? What happened?
All right. So in short, if you guys don't know, Russell Brand was accused of SA and grape of 4 women who came forward, one as young as 16. And they came with some graphic stories of him shoving salami in one's mouth and stripping someone naked.
Like actual salami?
Like his salami.
Oh, that's why I laughed, because when you said salami, I was like, he's out here shoving salami in their mouth, bro?
Well, his salami, and she said she choked and all this other stuff. And then another woman saying he stripped her naked and inserted himself. And they posted like some text messages, which looked to be doctored, saying he's sorry. And as a result, YouTube has suspended his monetization. Some of his content has been pulled from British television shows like the BBC. How do you feel? Any comment on that?
Like I said, I myself am a victim of that. Like, but I also believe in innocent until proven guilty. Like, until you prove that he's done that, I don't think we should be, chastising him. But, it's funny. It only goes for crimes against women. What about a woman abusing a man? She had a reason to do it. Like, it's fine, right? Like, do you see the hypocrisy of it? Also, if we're going to talk about other crimes, it's always, innocent until proven guilty. Like, someone was arrested for carrying marijuana or having, paraphernalia. It's always, they didn't do it. They didn't do it. So why is it sexual assault where we're like, yeah, he did it? Like, there's no due process whatsoever. That's what confuses me, because I, have been through that. And when people falsely accuse people, it hurts people like me who genuinely have stories, who genuinely don't feel like coming forward because no one's going to believe them. So it's like the women who do it as a form of like entertainment or like, I guess, clout chasing, you would say. Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
Okay. And someone says Jenna Marbles.
Jenna Marbles was the queen of YouTube. She is greatly missed on the internet.
I'm not familiar with her content.
Yeah.
So how do you
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Has anyone caught up with her? Is she still alive?
Yeah, she's alive. I just meant like R.I.P. as in like her.
She can't go to Rumble or Kick or Twitch, or like, how did she get
No,
canceled?
honestly, I hope she never comes back, because then it teaches people a lesson. This is what happens. This is why we can't have nice things. You cancel people that you love, and then this happens. All right.
Oh my goodness. All right. Okay. I mean, I suppose. I mean, him getting demonetized is a bit extreme off of allegation. But what are we going to do about that? Your name, Merc Off the Perk. How did you come up with that name?
So the lore is so me and my friends used to make up like fake indie band names, right? And like I just thought of one because Mercury is one of my favorite like metal alkaloids, I think it is what it is, something like that. Anyway, it's one of my favorite elements. And I was like, I wonder what it would be like to bathe in mercury. And I was like, bathing in mercury. So that was like my Tumblr name, my fake band name. That was like my gamer tag back in the day. And so then I kept it, right? And people started just calling me Merc. And then they said like I would act crazy or act like I'm off the perk. So then it just was like Merc Off the Perk.
I literally thought you took, the song that the kids sing, like just pop the perk 40, all that stuff.
Yeah, I don't fuck with Percocets, dude. I don't fuck with drugs like that. I just started taking my ADHD medicine again, and I hate it.
Oh, so you and xQc both take ADHD medicine?
Yes, I have to swap back and forth between Vyvanse and Adderall.
Adderall, wow. Adderall, I get you focused. You ever take Adderall and try drinking?
Unfortunately, yes. It was stupid, but I have done it.
Don't do drugs, guys. Don't do drugs.
I mean, marijuana, smoke pot every day. Fuck it. Every moment, smoke weed for as long as you can.
Oh, wow. And
while you're driving, while you're drinking, while you're watching.
we don't want to glorify anything like that. But how does that impact you as a teacher? Do you ever wake and bake?
I live in a state where everyone smokes pot. Literally, parents, like I'll have conversations with the parents about smoking weed. But that's just how it is here. Like everyone does it.
Okay. Wow.
So it's pretty chill, and they don't drug test. Like pretty much everyone fucking does it. Nobody gives a fuck.
Wow. I mean, that's interesting considering, like, do you have any teachers' aides in your class, or is it just you?
I do.
Okay. How many?
Yeah.
1, 2?
It varies, but probably 2.
Are they spoken to?
Yeah, and we all talk about it. Like when the kids aren't around and we're having private, we're talk about it. We're like, I'm telling you, I hope you don't think I'm lying. Like Michigan is like that. Everyone smokes pot.
Okay.
And if they don't, it's only they're lying about it and they're ashamed.
Oh my goodness. So you're living in Michigan and it's recreational use there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you a Michigan sports team fan? Like what is something great about Michigan? Do you live in Detroit with all the goddamn abandoned buildings?
No, I live in what I like to call a fake city, where it's like a city, but it's still a little bit small compared to like big cities.
Would you recommend other people move out to Lansing? I mean, not Lansing.
Lansing.
I know. I'm just
close.
Saying. Michigan.
Grand Rapids.
Would you recommend other people move out to Michigan?
Well, I wouldn't recommend Grand Rapids. There are a lot of beautiful places to live. I've not been to them. I've seen pictures. I personally would like, if I had to move somewhere, it'd probably be Saugatuck. Saugatuck's a really, really nice time during the summer. But yeah, I think it's beautiful, especially if you're very outdoorsy. There's a lot to do, which I love doing: hunting, hiking, swimming, fishing, all that good stuff. So there's a lot to do out here. You just got to be active. It's definitely not the place for a lazy person, which is ironic considering we all smoke weed.
Someone said, since you've actually been through trauma, how do you see Adept's allegations and behavior?
It's weird because now we are not on the same scale by no means. I'm not Adept. She is not me. But here's how I feel about her. Like, Adapter is so fucking clear about her intentions. Like it comes off because like look. So the whole H3 thing. Literally after he got on call with xQc, she was tweeting him. It's so predictable. She wanted to get on the show so she would have a platform to talk shit about him. It's literally, she's just like scorned right now. That's all it is. And it's so clear. Everyone sees it. But yet I think it's gotten so far that she can't backpedal, that she has to write it out until ultimately everything gets taken away from her and she's proven wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'll admit it. Damn, he really did do this. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like, I could be wrong. I accept that. But the feeling I get and the general consensus from my viewers and other people is that she is a conniving, not nice person.
Okay. All right. I also find the allegations convenient considering the whole divorce case. So I kind of take what she says with a grain of salt. I mean, she alleges that there's a videotape of everything.
Of course, there's always a videotape, but it never is produced. And, you know, I'm not saying maybe it could have happened. Maybe we don't know. We're just on the internet. But I have an opinion, and a lot of people have the same opinion as me, and it's all booey.
Okay, so hypothetically speaking, and shout out to my juicers out there, xqcow in the chats, what if such a tape, it comes forward? That proves Adept to be right. How do you think that will impact your view of xQc?
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm extremely biased. So, you know, I feel like even if that did come out, I would still be supporting him because, you know, that's my king, that's my juicer. You know what I'm saying? But I would recognize that I am being biased, but I don't care. You know, so what? He did this shit. I don't care.
All right.
I still want to support him. Which goes to show, like, people, cancel culture, all this shit, it really doesn't matter. People really don't care because there's going to be somebody else that does something else and takes the attention of people. Like, people, it just happens.
What did you follow the whole thing where Fran called her the abuser? Did you follow that?
I did see that. I don't know what my take on that is. I feel like she was Adept was put into a situation where Fran led her to believe that Adept could trust her. So she opened up, right? And maybe she did exaggerate things. Maybe she did. But then to get favor from xQc, Fran went and told him because one, she wants a relationship. xQc doesn't. He's just using her for a rebound. And she doesn't like Adept. So maybe it was one of those situations because girls are catty. The only reason I'm making these conjectures is because I've been in these situations before on a different scale. Like, I know how women work because I used to be one of those girls. I used to be conniving. I used to be evil. I used to have a terrible motive for the things I did. Like, I was a nasty girl. I was nasty, especially to the people that I loved and cared about. I think that she does love xQc. I feel like she's panicking and she's grasping at straws and she's ultimately pushing him further away when she's just wanting to reel him in.
That is a hot take. So you honestly think she loves him?
Yeah. definitely. Because if she didn't love him, she wouldn't care. And what she's doing is a manifestation of caring about someone, even though it's wrong, even though she's not doing it the right way.
I have to agree with you, right? Because the opposite of love is not hate. You know what it is? Indifference. So if you hate someone, you're giving them emotion, you're giving them attention. Yeah. They still have an impact on you, if you will. And so I can see how you can come to the conclusion that, hey, maybe she really loves him, but the relationship is, I would hope to think, done beyond repair. Do you agree?
See, that's the thing. Love is a crazy. You know what it took my ex to break up with me? Like literally showing up at his house drunk, freaking out about the $600 gaming chair I bought him, and like getting taken away in an ambulance. It was so bad. And what's sad is like when you're in that moment, you don't realize that you're the problem until you get out of it, right? So once you're out of it, you get this clear mindset, like, damn, I actually was the problem. And then what you do with that information is what makes you as a person. See, me, I realized that, fuck, I was wrong. Let me work on myself and prove that I've changed and prove that, I'm, wanting to fix these issues. And even if you don't take me back, I still worked on myself. It's not a waste. With Adept, I think that she is just so like, she's scared of him not being with her, and she's grasping at straws. She's freaking out. She's panicking, and that's exactly what this is. It's all a big panic, and she's like, fuck, I've started this. I got to go through it to the end, because pride is a very strong thing. If she doesn't want to admit it, she's not going to. Even after she loses, she might, double down again.
Really?
And she's like, no, it was rigged. It wasn't. Just like Amber Heard and Johnny Depp.
Goddamn.
We all know that Amber Heard was the aggressor. All right. It's presented facts and evidence. Like, it was presented. All right. She still doubled down and said it was an unfair trial, that we're gonna try it. Like, she doubled down, but it doesn't matter what they say. It's just, I don't know. I think she just doesn't know how to stop.
That was a hot take. Jesus. You've been invested in the lore for quite some time, I would imagine. It's
not being invested in the lore. It's knowing that you used to be like that. So you can kind of and granted, not everyone's the same. I get that. Not everyone is the same. But being a woman who's done very similar things, it's almost creepy how similar it is. Like, even if I haven't done those things, I've thought about it. And even the fact that it's a thought is wrong, right? So it's like, I can see myself in that person. So I don't know. I'm not licensed to have an opinion like this. It's just
no.
Opinion, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just my opinion. I don't know shit. I'm not educated enough on the situation. I'm just going off of what I know in regards to me and my behavior that mirrors that behavior.
So you have a little adept inside you, is what you're saying.
I used to. I definitely used to. Yeah.
So you're capable of going full adept.
I did go full adept. I'm not capable of it now because I'm actually addressing the issues that are actually the issues.
Wait. You accuse someone of something that they probably did not do for attention or to gain them back in your life?
I wouldn't say that. I've never accused somebody of like abusing. Well, have I done that? There's times where like I've caused someone to hurt me and then be like, oh, like,
whoa.
Yeah, it's a part of BPD. It's literally an illness.
BPD? What is that?
Yeah, borderline personality disorder.
You've been diagnosed with that? And what steps do they get? Because that sticks with you for life, right?
Yes and no. Like, I'm trying to see how my therapist explained it. You can heal from it, but it's always going to be a part of you. You just have to learn to cope with it when it does rear its ugly head up. That's how I gathered it from her. So like, you could do there's different types of therapy for it. You could do cognitive behavioral therapy, where it's like you're actively learning how to address those feelings when they come up. You can do medication, which is mainly for hormone imbalances or like chemical imbalances in your brain. There's so many different ways, and different ways work for different people. You know what I'm saying? But all I know is what I'm doing and how it's helped me, and it's a very real thing. Like, I think actually sticking with it and doing the work has completely changed my life.
Okay, so with borderline, go ahead.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say. I was a terrible person. I was a very bad person.
Okay. So with borderline personality disorder, do you go through what they say separation anxiety?
Yeah. I was the anxious attached and he was the anxious avoidant.
Okay. So when you say attached, is this how you are with typically most lovers or romantic partners?
In the past, before I realized what it was stemming from, for sure, it was like the I hate you, I love you type of thing, where I wanted them, I love them, but yet it was like I was pushing them away without even realizing it. And I would just get so angry, and it's just, when you have BPD, it's just so like I don't know. It's just so there's no middle. It's always an extreme. You hate the person 1 minute, you love the person the next, and it's like you almost have no control. And this is what I like to say. It's a reason for my behavior, but it's not an excuse. I do not excuse my actions while I was suffering with what I had, but it is a reason. And I want people to understand that people who have BPD, they're still people. Anyone with a disorder mentally or physically or whatever, they're still people at the end of the day. And I think what separates people, like good people from the evil people, evil I use loosely, is the fact that you make a conscious decision to change, right? People can give you advice, people can lead you, but ultimately you have to be the one to want to get help. You have to be the one who wants to change. And it just clicked in my head one day that I don't want to be like this anymore. I don't want to feel like this. So I'm going to do something about it, and I'm going to come out the other end a better person. And even if the reason I started going into it for isn't around anymore, I still did it, and it was still worth the work.
We have someone in our audience who says they can respect that. They appreciate you acknowledging, one, that you got BPD, and two, actually putting in the work to, I guess, make it better per se, or to deal with it. And prior to this, did everyone in your audience know you had BPD, or how's that work?
I've be honest, I think I wouldn't say like I ever gave like an like people have their own opinions. I have hinted on it, but I've never given like an outright diagnosis, because one, people like to make conjectures. They like to say, oh, you have this. So what's the point, right? What's the point in me saying this is what I have? Because people are going to say, oh, you're lying, or you're trying to deceive people. Like there's literally no point. But I do offer like my experiences and like the trauma I've been through. So yeah, I mean, the only reason I'm doing it here is because I feel like I have more of a platform to actually talk about stuff like that and explain myself. Okay.
Yeah. People are agreeing now. You're aware that like Amber Heard had personality,
she had histrionic, which is it's like BPD but different.
Okay. All right. I take you at your word. Now, how tall are you, Merk? There's been like some I don't know, some discussion, if you will. I'm looking at a picture of you. You got on a white shirt.
You got the receipt.
It looks like you got some very long ass arms. Did you ever play like basketball or something?
No, I was into volleyball. I liked volleyball, but I didn't get to play it for too long.
Do you watch it? I was actually watching a match today between like Nebraska and Kentucky. That shit was going crazy.
I don't watch like sports on TV. I used to go and watch my sister play. I enjoy watching it, but it's not like something like, oh, I need to watch volleyball right now type of thing.
Okay, so you have a sister. Do you just have one sister?
Well, I have two. Okay, it's a lot. So there's my mom, there's my real dad, there's my first stepdad, and then there's my current stepdad. Okay. So my real dad, he has a daughter with another woman. So that Kayla, we're half siblings, right? And then my first stepdad, he had my brother and sister with my mom. So we're half sisters and brothers, right? But because I was around them from the moment they were born, I don't really see it like that. Like that's my brother and sister. And then like the other one, the half siblings, I don't really talk to. I know the one girl, we've had conversations, but it doesn't go past that.
Okay. Someone said you never answer how tall you were. For the record,
I'm 6'1".
6'1". Okay, and you have, it looks to be what, 3 siblings, one sister, 4.
4. Yeah.
I must have missed one.
No, I just left him out because I don't really think about him. But
the one by
if we're being technical, there's
dad.
2 by 2 other women.
Your mom must be quite the looker, or was quite the looker, to get a couple guys to put some goddamn babies in her.
Yeah, my mom was very beautiful growing up. She could have modeled, but then again, my mom's a narcissist, so maybe she conflated herself and like made her. I don't know, but now all I know is I'm not going to sexualize my mother, because saying my mom is hot,
I didn't say she was hot. I'm just saying she must have been quite attractive.
It makes me uncomfortable.
Okay, so you said your mom's a narcissist. How was it growing up with a mom that's a narcissist? And I take it your biological father wasn't there?
Yeah, my dad, obviously. I'm half black. What do you think?
Oh, what type of shit is that? I'm like very active in my daughter's life, but maybe I'm the exception.
Yeah, you're the exception, because sorry, I was making a joke about my own experience. Anyway, my dad left for the milk and never came back. My mom was either always angry at me or trying to make up for what she did to me. My mom went through her own trauma, her own issues, and if my mom sees this, I hope she's not angry about me talking about this. But yeah, she had her own shit and it affected her and made her a certain way. And then she was in an abusive relationship, which meant she had to parent a certain way. And it's like, I don't want to fault her for that. But at the same time, I should have came first. And yeah, it was hard because it was hurting me. But at the same time, that was my mama. That was my mom. There was a time period where it was just us for the longest. And having someone you love so dearly hurt you, you kind of look past it and ignore your own feelings. And yeah.
What age does your mom have you?
So my mom's birthday is 75. I was born in 97. So maybe early 20s, middle 20s.
Jesus, 75? Your mom is 10 years younger than my mom. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, as we progress through this, what do you do when you're not streaming other than smoke weed?
Smoke weed? No, when I'm not streaming, I am talking in my Discord. I'm sleeping because literally any free time I get, I'm tired because I work a full-time job and stream a lot. So it's like I'm sleeping or journaling, working on myself, doing some introspection. I really do try my best to kind of, once I'm not working as in like streaming, once I clock out, that's it. Now I'll keep in touch in my Discord and I'll talk to them in there. But like, as far as like stream, like I don't worry about it. I don't worry about the internet shit. I only do things for engagement and that's it.
Oh, engagement. That's it. Okay. Who are some of the streamers you would love to collab with? That's, other than xQc, obviously.
Let's see. Who would I? Sick. We had a conversation today. She's another popular streamer. She says she's trans. I don't know if that's the truth. I didn't want to like misgender her, I guess. Snow is Snow. I know a lot of people will come for me if I go for their waifu. I love Snow. I'm saying this right now. I love Snow, W Snow. Even if she's got a dick, that doesn't matter to me.
Oh.
Who else would I like to collab with? I want to know who fucking, what is his name? Forsen. Everyone wants me to collab with Forsen. I don't know why. I don't know who it is. I've heard that they had a relationship or something, but I want to meet this guy. I want to talk to this guy because I need to know who he is. Forsen, Zerka, and Zerka and maybe Aiden, because you showed that video. So I'm like, maybe this could be like my redemption if I do something with Aiden, like explain my side, talk about it.
Okay.
Do an E-date, an Aiden E-date. That'd be sick.
Okay. Someone wants me to ask you, have you watched my content and what did you think when I reached out to you for this interview?
So I'm going to be honest. I don't know who you are and I'm not meaning that in a negative way.
Yes, I love it.
The way I operate, people have given me a platform and like, I don't view it like, oh, should I give them my clout? Should I do this? I just view it as like talking to people because I think it's mutually beneficial. I get to talk about myself and you get to listen and, entertain. Either way, we're both, I don't get it. Like the whole, you get what I'm trying to say.
You'll get it. Once you hit like 30K subs and you got like 10K watching at a time. And, a year from now, I hit you up like, yo, can you come on my channel? You're going to be like,
and I'm going to say yes. Nope. You know why? Because we used to be here at this point. Like, it's just numbers. The numbers can disappear at any moment. What you do for the people that you're around and like help them out. And if they've helped you, like, it's just like, it's all about being grateful and acknowledging that it can be gone in an instant.
You seem sincere. But
I mean, I'm not lying.
What do you find the most attractive trait about xQc?
So I'm going to give myself permission to fangirl a little bit. So I like his hair. I love his hair. His hair is so fucking cute. The way he sits in his chair, I sit like that sometimes too. And like, I get it because it's like just like a goblin way to sit. Like he's like a little goblin. He sits like this. And then like when he talks, he gets like really excited and like he stutters a lot. That is so hot. Like just his personality, his like like I said, don't know him personally, but everything he presents on the internet, I find attractive visually.
Okay, it seems like an infatuation, but what did you think of the meat cannon cartoon that they did on him?
It's so accurate. It's accurate. He literally cannot get mad at it because it's accurate.
Okay.
It's literally him.
People ask, I already asked her about the court case stuff. What do you think about allegedly Adept's wedding ring?
I don't know enough about that. What are you talking about?
Allegedly, he bought her that wedding ring in May. Oh, I got a great question now.
Maybe he felt forced to buy her a ring. Like she kept on nagging him, and in order to get her to shut up, he bought her a ring.
Okay,
guys do that, but it doesn't mean anything.
What do you think?
It's just a ring.
What do you think about xQc saying, despite her filing for divorce, he's seen her hundreds of times, or something to that effect?
Wait, he
said
still
that.
fucks with her?
I don't know if he does now, but there was a time when he got caught cheating on Fran with Adept. He admitted to seeing her multiple times.
Like I said, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You can tell him he's an idiot, but it's his lesson to learn on his own. We have to let it happen. It is his canon event, all right? He needs to go through this for character development. Then, after he goes through it, we'll go to a new arc, and it'll be better than ever.
Okay. All right. Would you entertain a trifecta with you, xQc, and Adept?
Like a polyamorous relationship? I don't share.
Okay, so you monogamy all the way.
Yes, I don't share.
So what happens if, xQc has a crazy drive and he needs it like 3 times a day? Are you ready for that?
Sounds like we're twinning for real, not gonna lie.
Okay. All right. So, all right. Whatever. All right. Let's keep going. All right. So she's down for that. Obviously, you're a Star Wars fan. What's your thoughts on the current Disney stuff? The original trilogy, the sequel trilogy.
All right, listen.
Let's
the
go.
original movies, fine. All right. W, classic, legendary. People need to learn when to let a franchise rest in peace. All right. Sure. Mandalorian. Loved Mandalorian until fucking Lizzo got on it. All right. I stopped watching before the Lizzo episode because I'm not watching that. All right. It ruined it. But people should learn to let a franchise die. Just like Fast and Furious. Okay. Fast and Furious 1, 2, maybe 3. Tokyo Drift. Cool. But we didn't ask for fucking Fast and Furious 20. All right.
Well,
let it die.
They make
Paul
$1
Walker's
billion
not
each
coming
year.
back.
They make $1 billion each movie.
It doesn't matter. Do we want it? People are going to consume it because it's the franchise. It doesn't mean we want it. We don't know what we want. As consumers, we don't know what we want. We think we want that, but in reality, we don't really want that. We just want that because everybody else wants it. And once one person starts wanting something, we all think we have to follow that one person. I don't need a Fast and Furious 20. I need a new installation of Elder Scrolls. That's what I need. That's what I want. GTA 6? Sure. Bring it on. That's what I want. Not these stupid ass fucking sequels and prequels and redos and reboots and all this bullshit saturating the market.
Okay.
That's what I'm really upset about. That is what I'm upset about. That is what needs to be talked about more. We need less franchises. All right. A one and done. Great. Love it.
Based. All right. So that's her take on that. What other games do you play besides Elder Scrolls?
I like Phasmophobia. I just started Overwatch. Widowmaker, she's pretty sick. I love snipers. When I play Fortnite, that's all I do is get the thermal DMR.
Uh-huh.
Me and the thermal DMR are deadly. Love Fortnite. I used to like Valorant, but Valorant kind of fell off, not gonna lie. Phasmophobia. Oh, I'm gonna try GTA RP as soon as I get new RAM sticks. Flappy Bird. Love Flappy Bird. What else? I don't know. I think that's it.
Okay. Are you into any movie
calls?
What?
Honey Pop.
Honey Pop? You ever played any like the Dark Souls or Elden Ring?
Not my forte, not my thing.
Okay. I only got about like 5 minutes left. We promised an hour. I don't want to go over time too much. Any questions from my people that you guys want me to ask that I didn't ask? Now, since your rise to fame, has your DMs been filling up?
Check my DMs, really? Like I do on the like sometimes. Like I for the longest time I didn't even have my DMs like accessible on Twitter. I didn't know you had to like activate it, like where you like turn it on. I wasn't getting any messages and didn't realize that people actually wanted to message me. I would say that I am getting DMs, but none worth anything. Like, oh, you're hot, or oh, can I send you a picture of my dick? Nothing like, hey, I love what you talked about. Would you like to go on a date? I'm not gonna cheat on you with adept messages like that. But.
Oh, you're not? Is that like a thing a promise you would want from xQc? If y'all went exclusive, that he's not going to double back to adept?
If he cheats, he cheats. But if he cheats, I'm not staying because I value myself more than that.
Okay, so
I don't care how hot you are. Nobody's cheating on me. And if you do, last time you'll see me. And that is a promise I have made to myself.
All right. I don't think people, can you fight? Have you ever took any professional training classes or anything like that?
I used to fight a lot in school because I got bullied and I had anger issues. And when people were talking shit and the administration wasn't doing anything about it, I took matters into my own hands. So yes, I have fought in the past.
Jack,
am I making you uncomfortable? Is this really abrasive? Like how do you perceive me? Now is the one time I actually care because you seem like a good person. I like your voice. You're very soft. You're very kind. How do you perceive me?
Well, you have to you don't know much about me, but I'm like close to fucking 40. I have a 3-year-old daughter. I see the world way different than probably most of my audience, with the exception of some of my mods who are in my similar age group. As far as you, I mean, I think you got a lot of life to live. 25, you got the whole world. I would kill to be 25 again and do my life differently and stay away from marriage and probably be better off. But as far as you, I mean, you just got to figure some things out, like where you want to go in life, and don't waste time. I would say that's probably my best advice I can give you, being 25. Don't waste time. If you want to be a streamer, go balls to the wall with it. If you want to, but it seems like you're hedging your bets as you're still trying to get your license for teaching. So it looks like
you mean. Oh, no, the only reason is because somebody else paid for it.
Yeah.
And I feel like
who paid for it?
The company I was going to work for. I was going to work for Autism of America. I was going to work with like autistic children, and they paid for my training, and I've still got it. But I'm taking my sweet time, and the only reason I'm doing it is because I feel like shitty that somebody did something for me and it's not being used. And who knows, it'll help with conversation. And, you know, I feel like people shouldn't just educate themselves for what they want to do. I feel like people should just educate themselves for life, because any education is a massive help. Because, you know, you never know when you're going to meet someone who's autistic and you learn something and you can put it to use. Or like, you'll never know if a certain situation arises where someone will need your expertise or just your knowledge because you actually know about it. So I think it's very important to educate yourself, whether it's through college, whether it's through real world experiences like traveling. I place a high value on education.
Okay. That's actually good. You know, I'm a vice president, so you want to have that license. Now, is that like a continued education license that you need to, you know, maintain once you get the license that you're going for?
I think you get certified for it and then you can recertify so many years.
I would say,
I'm pretty sure. I haven't done much research.
You know, trying to make it streaming is very hard, very difficult. I could probably speak from experience. When I first started out, I would probably have like 1,000 people watching, but I was talking about xQc. Where now I think I got like how many people watching? 30. I got 30 people watching, but I can't stream on Twitch, which is my largest audience. So,
but do you feel successful in this moment? Do you feel drown out the outside noise? Do you feel
absolutely?
There you go. There's your answer. I feel successful. That's all that matters.
Everything I wanted from streaming, but you have to realize this is not my main job. And if it becomes my main job, cool. But if it doesn't, I still have a cushy corporate job to fall back and rely on. And I basically just do this when I don't have my daughter as something to pass time.
What do you feel? Because like, I know my chat's going to be like, here we go. Pull out the bingo cards. What do you feel your destiny is? What do you feel you are meant to do? My purpose? Help people. Primarily men. I'm a male, you know, I'm a men's advocate through my contentious ass divorce. Cost me about $150,000 that I didn't want to give to someone else. And that shit's gone. And as a result, I typically educate men on divorce. Hence, I start covering xQc's case as a result of my divorce to educate people how Adept is literally trying to rob him via a common law divorce, and no one's talking about it. So I was gonna make a really bad joke about. Never mind. I'll tell chat later. Tell chat. I mean, I may not agree with Adept, but I never really like blatantly like just disrespect her. I don't ever call her out her name. I may allude to some things that sometimes when we look up sea creatures every now and then, and I go over the facts of them or something like that. But, wait, what? You're talking about the fact that she's a whale. I didn't say that. You said that. You wanted me to say it, so I said it for you. She's a whale. But I don't think that. It's just I knew that's what you were saying. I know that's the lore. People like when that stuff happens. But I just want to help men and create content and hopefully make people laugh in the process. And that's just what I want to do. But as far as streaming, I've made a little bit of money. I can't complain. I got like a small core audience and I cater to my people. But you said you feel successful. You making way more money than me. Like, but take the money away. Like I could spend it like that and it's gone, right? There's no guarantee that it'll renew next month, right? So I don't like to bank on the future. I like to live in the moment, because when you live in the moment, you can appreciate everything more. You can be more grateful, and when you are more appreciative, more blessings flow through. And I've seen it happen in my life. Like the whole xQc thing, I manifested that. I was grateful for the small platform I had. I was grateful, and I did things that felt natural, and I got the opportunity to talk to him. Granted, I don't think it was presented at the right time and it was a test, but I still had that opportunity. And who knows, maybe with me continuing my career and being a good person and putting out things that I'm proud of, and, you know, being in touch with who I am and treating everyone the same regardless of who they are, treating everyone, you know, trolling everyone, nobody's off limits, like just being who I am creatively and as an entertainer, and everything that I am meant to have will come to me.
Okay, well, I mean,
I have faith.
you seem sincere, and I think this has been hopefully my juicer audience on Henry Court, as you saw once you joined, everyone was like, oh, hey, you know, everyone knows about you on Henry Court. Hopefully it's well received.
Yeah.
And you need to start a YouTube channel. I don't know what you're doing. You want to do this full time? How are you going to do it without a YouTube channel?
Why is everyone telling me that? Listen, if it's meant to happen, it'll happen somehow. Somebody will post my clips or something. I don't really care. What I know is I'm doing well now, and I'm just going to follow the river. But yeah, thank you for having me on. Thank you for actually listening to me. I feel like you are a genuine person as well, and I had fun. I love doing this. I love talking. I love just being stupid, talking about xQc. It's some of my favorite things, you know.
Maybe after TwitchCon we'll follow up and, you know, see if you met the love of your life, and maybe some sparks flied or something like that. But
or maybe I'll just keep it all a secret because it's nobody's fucking business.
I don't know.
Who I fuck, who I kiss, who I date.
But it makes for great content. That's what you're going to realize.
Relationships should not be folly for content.
Well,
or else you have an xQc adept situation.
Well, if you ever date xQc or be seen close to him in proximity, it's going to be public. Oh, you send smoke signals.
I'll give you hints. I'll slide you the exclusive, okay? If we start dating, you'll get the first interview, okay?
Someone said you've been very genuine. They say she's 100. I think my audience has been well received. I'll clip this up. So you actually got someone who has a crush on you over here.
Ooh, does he look like xQc?
I don't know. It's one of those profiles where you can't see.
Oh, gotcha,
are you genuine? Whoa! You just said something. Are you genuinely attracted to guys who look like xQc? Is that your type?
Yeah. Lanky, white, nerdy, gamer boys. Yeah.
So you've never dated a black guy.
My ex was mixed, but he was tall and lanky.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what it was about him, but xQc he's very attractive. Very attractive.
Well,
it's more of like a personality thing. I like guys who are like beta, even though to me xQc is an alpha. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I think xQc is an alpha. He just plays beta. He's an alpha. He is peak male performance. I keep telling everybody this. Just wait on it.
You had a great interview, and I think you just sunk your chances right there calling him beta.
Damn.
It is what it is, but
says you.
Someone said shoot my shot. No, I'm actually good. Anywho, wish you the best of luck out here, and Merc off the perk, everybody. Salute to her. Go follow her. What are your socials? Are you on Instagram?
My kick is Merc off the perk. And I have my Instagram linked on my kick. It's too difficult to explain. I'm trying to get the username. I have been in contact with the person who owns Merc off the perk, and I'm trying to get the username. So hopefully we'll get it.
You can't just reach out to xQc and he just put you on?
He is not going to do that. That man is scared of me. That man is running so far away from me, it ain't even funny. He is scared of me. That man is scared of me.
You never know. Never know. But all right. Merc off the perk, everybody. Thank you. Salute to you. Have a great night. Peace.
Bye. Thank you.
All right. That was Merc off the perk, guys. What did you guys think? What did you guys think of Merc off the perk?